Well, hello, welcome to Chillin With Chronically Happy and my lessons about using Hizentra subcutaneous infusions for IgG subclass 2 deficiency. So, I started off at, I guess, what is considered a high dose. I am so mathematics disorder is unreal. Well, my friend has done the math all along on the transformation of kilograms per pound per the medicine. She knows the formula on what they dose, what kind of conditions, and what not. I rely on this girl's information like none other because I'm just too bored to even want to get deep dive into medical research again. It makes you really. I don't want to be thinking about it all the time. I don't. I really don't. I want to be living my life and just doing what I can to get by. And since my doctor is non existent, the doctor that's giving me this medication, I'm afraid to say I think he's a freaking slime ball. But I'm very thankful for this doctor because he figured out so much of my problems. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I am today. But the way he is now compared to what he was when I first started seeing him is like 180 degrees. I am not happy at all anymore with this doctor. The problem is I have nobody else to go to, and this lighting is terrible. I can't do this lighting. There goes my obsidian. Um, it makes me look sick and yellow, gross. I wonder if this is just enough. This is a screensaver on my TV, so hopefully it gives me enough lighting to really show me. And I have to be able to stand and sit. I can't sit or stand any amount of time for too long. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I still have not taken my morning medication that I need to take every morning. And my ADHD took me straight to crafting my bracelets this morning, and I get obsessed with my freaking hobbies. I'm not gonna lie, and I haven't had an opportunity to do much crafting because I've been spending a lot of my time with my boyfriend playing Call of Duty, which I do love. I absolutely love, but I also have a lot of other hobbies, and I can't change who I am because I have to do my art therapy. It is what helps keep me sane. He has seen me quite distressed many a times already. I'm like, I want to be a good girlfriend. I don't want to be bringing all this drama to him and negative energy. He doesn't deserve that right off the bat. But he gets to see who I really am under all the sickness up front. He knows what he's getting into. And the fact that he wants to continue makes me really happy. Good, happy tears here, guys. I'm really happy with him. I can't wait to go see him at the end of the month. It's going to be great. But I'm in such a dilemma right now. Sorry for the sidetrack emotionalness. This is supposed to be my lessons about my subcutaneous infusions. That was just a little context into my personal life. I had to get off my chest. Being chronically sick is really tough, and especially being in my middle-aged single, living with my parents in a disabled household, where we have a family member living with us that's really disabled too, and he has nowhere to go right now, and the wait list is ridiculous for him getting his own housing on his income. So it's just a waiting game. It's just a very populated area, and housing prices have gone quite high, and his Social Security doesn't cover hardly anything. And the man has a lot of undiagnosed health issues that he's trying to take care of, but It's so hard to go through. I've been through it so long and still going through it. Like, it is hard when you have all these people all disabled and a huge, it's not huge, but like, parents have a room, I have my own room, my uncle has a room. There's a lot going on at all times between all of our appointments and schedules, and then trying to do fun stuff with family and friends, and have that balance to life that I just so desperately needed when I was growing up that I did not get a chance to have. And my relationship is so much better with my parents now than it has ever been. Yes, my mom and I just had a bad argument the other day, and I was just like, ugh, so flippin' triggered. So triggered. I'm like, a generational trauma. And then my uncle's generational traumas too. You know, like it's my mom's brother, so it's circular. My poor dad with his autistic ADHD. And my autistic ADHD. I'm just like, I'm overstimulated so much. I need to isolate and go and leave and do things and keep busy, because otherwise I am going to go absolutely bonkers. So, let me talk about the topic at hand, which is my Hizentra AUDHD subclass 2 deficiency. I started off, I'm thirsty, I gotta get a drink. And take my pills while I tell my story. Disease. You know what? I have been so pre-syncope lately. My POTS have been so terrible lately, and I know it's because my body is severely out of alignment. My vagus nerve is way more involved right now because I'm still trying to get over some kind of bronchitis, respiratory crud, allergic rhinitis, you know, whatever it is a rhinitis, it is an itis. I can't kick it. I am so congested all over again. I can't seem to get rid of this. I need to see my primary again before I leave town. What the F can we do? Oh, I need to make phone calls. I can't find my pulse right now. It is so extremely tight. Oh my gosh, it's at 139 pressure. Oh, I hate it when it does that. I try not to be a hypochondriac. I can check this stuff that much anymore. Like I said, I'm just trying to live my life. But I need to get a clear picture from my doctors. I don't believe that. That is absolutely redonkulous. I don't believe that one bit. I gotta blow my nose too. I'm gonna have to take some allergy meds, I think. Oh, I'll pause. I'll be back. Oh my god, we are all out of all kinds of tissue. I just ran out of tissue in my FJ. I just ran out of tissue here in my bedroom this morning. I just put the new paper towel thing on my paper towel thing in the garage, or in the sweatshop. That's what I call it now. It's a sweatshop. I am sweating my patootie off in my garage in the hottest part of the summer right now, and like the 80s, 90s outside. I don't even know. I haven't been paying attention. I just know I'm just like, whew. No wonder my POTS is going ridiculous. It's freaking hot. But I am trying to acclimate myself right now for my trip down to California and get my body adjusted now, because it takes a lot longer for my body to be cool with something. This is what happened at EDC. I didn't have time to acclimate before I went from like 60s, 70s to like hundreds. I need to find a way to get some freaking saline. I need a saline treatment And I wonder if my doctor can get me one in the office or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to find out what I can do. I need to get hydrated more than I am. I can't hydrate enough for this stuff to wash through. I'm going to have to probably use some stupid over-the-counter stuff, and I've been so avoiding it because it really puts my body in a really effed up state when I use over-the-counter stuff. It really f's with my kidney and liver. Like, my enzymes are all kind of like a little bit out of whack as it is, but because things are working on overtime right now. Because things are on overtime is why. Yeah, I put them in the bag like this so I don't mess up and get the wrong one twice. We're all different sizes though, so I have to kind of like look at the file. Okay, that's what I need. So, excuse all the side conversation. It's the AUDHD. This is what my disabled life is like, though. I'm showing you authentic me without my ADHD meds yet for the day. I haven't taken my amphetamine, salts, dextroamphetamine. That goes first because I need to get this brain focused and awake. Wait a minute. That don't look like it. That didn't taste like it. No, that's the clonazepam. I don't need that one right now. Holy cow. I just messed up. Almost. I know the taste of my meds. And that was... Whew. I don't want that right now. If I can't get rid of this pain any other way today, then I will take that. I think my body needs to taper off of that stuff. But I am too groggy. I could not wake up. I can't wake up today. The med combo I'm on was not the answer. I cannot be a zombie. I cannot be like that. Alright, now I am so slow as F today. And then now I can't breathe. I haven't done the sinus ones yet this morning. Or did I? No, I think I did. And here it is in the afternoon. I need to do another one. I need a bag of saline, seriously, to help flush this out. I deviated septum from my dog busting my nose like 3 months ago. More context, side story. I'll get back to get on topic soon, I swear. I dropped him. Son of a gun. I'll be right back. Didn't want my dog to find that. But yeah, no matter how slow I've been getting up, it hasn't been helping. And I am so to the point where I hate this lighting, y'all know that, okay, and that kind of changed things, okay, that's okay for right now. I need to file this away. I'm trying to stay on top of my freaking filing right now. So much. Obsidian on my person that fell. This is the obsidian that fell. It's I can't get the right angle on it. It's a silver sheen obsidian. It's freaking amazing. It looks like a leopard at the angle. Ooh, I can get it from this angle here. There. Just let it go. Don't let it freaking cut me. It is sharp as X. It is volcanic glass. Now I lost the angle. That was Loki. Rest in peace, Loki. There it is. There's the sheen. Turn it this way if I can get it this way at all. Yeah, there you go. Ooh. I can see it more up here in this area. There we go. That's even better. Ooh. There's the silver sheen. It's one of my favorites, so let me stick you back on my mirror here. All my freaking candy and stuff is on display right now from on in the middle of festival season. Once festival season's over with, I'm going to take it all down and put it in a little tote and be like, here's my stuff. Until next year, or the next time I have festival season, and I'll bust it all back out and go from there. But until then, I have to kind of think about my Sub-Q infusions. I started off at the dose of 3-4 gram boxes of pre-filled syringes of Hizentra, which is a 20% liquid. Immune globulin subcutaneous human 20% liquid Hizentra. Typically, it takes an entire one of these syringes, which holds up to 50 milliliters. Well, I push it all the way past that because I push a full 60 milliliters into the syringe, and the plunger's at the very bottom, but it works. So I save on supplies. Anyways, so I use one of these to put all of this liquid into, and this is what I infuse into my subcutaneous layer. And so I'm not going to go over all the calculations of how many kilograms per something body weight. I get frustrated with the math because unless I'm writing it down and like following, I'm like, I'm not going to get it. I just put it in Google and it gave me the answer, and my answer is always different from the answer she gets, so I don't know. Anyway, so what happened was I was taking that amount every other week. That was my first initial prescription, and that was going great. My chiropractor, my PT, there was a very noticeable difference in how my body responded to treatment, and things were going better. I was feeling less inflammation. I was able to kind of stabilize where I was at, and I'm like, but I started feeling like I feel like it's running out by the time I infuse. So I asked my insurance or my pharmacy to ask for dosage of the same for every week, and I talked to my doctor about it, and he's like, sure. So I had all of us involved, and everybody stamp of approval. Boom, boom, boom. Gotcha. And I got my full free year of Hizentra covered and paid for by the company, which are probably charitable donations from rich people. So thank you for people that contribute money to that stuff, which really helps me. So with that said, I've been doing it. I did it every week for a total of like 1 or 2 months. 1 or 2 months, I think, is I did it every single week. But I started getting a respiratory infection every single month when I did that. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to back off. And so I actually waited 2 weeks in between starting it back up again, and I was going to go every other week. But so since I kind of let it get out of my system by having it, I didn't do it for like 3 weeks essentially instead of 1 or 2 every week. I kind of like backed off completely to kind of let my body like reset in a way, and let's go at it a different approach. And I still feel like the medicine is wearing off too soon. But what I'm thinking is that first dose was enough to jumpstart it. And now what if I do like just one of these syringes and see how that goes, and then do my full dose next week, because I'm getting my new delivery on Friday. So anyways, I think it's gonna go good. But the only other problem is this stuff can mess with my blood test results during these infusions as frequently, and I can see how it messed my labs up because I got my labs drawn every 2 weeks. I have standing orders by my primary to do that, which is great. Which is that way I don't have to waste the time with an appointment unless I had to see him for something else. And so I absolutely love my doctor, and I love that he allows me, and the insurance approves it, and I keep doing my labs. Now, like I said, I'm in the dilemma of whether I infuse or not. I had messed up and been late to my last appointment to my endocrinologist. Gosh, I can't talk. My endocrinologist that does my thyroid medicine. Well, things are going pretty decent with my labs every time. I have every 2 weeks I have my labs drawn for my thyroid. Like, I can even communicate that to the ER doctor at one time. I don't know why I didn't think of telling him that, because that's the reason I wanted to keep doing those labs. But then I think, and maybe I did tell him, and then he was like, you only need to do that once a month, and blah, blah, blah. Like, well, ER doctor is not an endocrinologist. My endocrinologist and I know what we're doing, and he's okay with me getting tested every 2 weeks. You think that's great, actually. So that's what I'm doing. But the thing that happened recently is when I was doing those once every week Hizentra infusions, I also did what's called an AUDHD stimulation test that tests how your body responds to adrenaline. And if it falls at a certain rate, they can tell us, if you have some kind of insufficiency or too much. They inject you with this stuff that, makes your levels rise and then fall. And they test them at certain time frames. I have to stay in the office for several hours to get my blood tested every little bit. So, I think that and the combination of potentially doing I was doing trigger point injections at the same time, which are also a corticosteroid, which steroids can also interfere with the test results of an ACTH test, along with the IgG infusion stuff can also potentially interfere with the, blood test values as well. So I'm like, well, I don't want to back off my medicine completely. I can't do that. I have to, But what I'm thinking is, if I stick to my original plan of just doing it every 2 weeks, like I was originally prescribed, maybe that would be enough to get me back to where I'm not getting a respiratory infection every month. But right now, I still have a respiratory infection, and I'm not doing my IgG infusion very much. But I'm wondering if I did a small dose of that, if it would be just enough to help my immune system and not suppress it like it does when I take a full dose like this. Because I guess this is considered a pretty high dose to take that kind of regularly. This is the dilemma, and what I've learned so far about my Hizentra Sub-Q infusions is once a week at this dose is too much for me. I've gotten sick every month, and I can't seem to kick it now. Now I'm going back to the original prescription of once every 2 weeks after skipping the 3 weeks. I'm just doing a summary of what I just said in a more concise order. So now, that I waited 3 weeks and kind of restarted and went back to the 12 dose, I'm on that week right now that I would have done the infusion yesterday if I was going to do it. But I feel like my inflammation really benefits from this a lot, and I can do so much more. And I just think having one syringe of it this week could potentially be really good, and especially since I talked to my friend last night and talked about and she talked about what's considered like a loading dose, which is the first big dose, and then then you take a regular smaller amount right after that every week or every other week, whatever. I'm like, well, what if I just do, what would that, this is my loading dose, and then just one syringe every week after that. Maybe I could take it like that even, I don't know. I just need to know what my body's going to prefer, and I have to tweak it as much as possible, and I have to think about this. And my body's very sensitive to medication, especially if it's something long term. Like, I don't even take my full amount of my RA lupus medication, which I think is good because my body's too sensitive to full dose anything. And even when I start to taper down, even then that can be less effective for me, and I can start having reactions because of the mast cells and my body not being able to break down the stuff that binds those tablets together because of the inactive ingredients in all pills. And that's what I'm allergic to. I'm not allergic to the antibiotic itself. I'm allergic to everything that's mixed with it. My body does not like things that are not natural. And my body still doesn't like things that are natural. So, I've been contemplating. I don't talk to my endocrinologist until next week. And it depends on when he can retest me for that ACTH test. If he can schedule it right away, then I kind of don't want to do this week. But if he can't schedule it right away, then I'm going to kind of just do with whatever plan I want to do with right now with this medicine. So maybe if I did just do one syringe per week right now, that would be less enough that it wouldn't interfere enough with my labs or my testing, my ACTH testing with my adrenal glands, which are situated right on top of the kidneys. Which I've learned anatomy since I've gotten chronically sick. My kidneys down here. You mostly feel it in the back, even though it's like, in here. I think. All I know is it's like you get lower back pain when the kidney's messed up. I used to have a kidney disease when I was a child. I was born with kidney disease, kidney reflux disease. I've been chronically sick since I was born. I was born under extreme trauma where I almost didn't make it. My mom almost didn't make it. Both of us. And so some decisions had to be made very quickly. Thank goodness we both are still here. Because I couldn't imagine what it would have been like if I didn't have her growing up. To know who she was. But who knows how things would have gone. Maybe I might not have been traumatized. I didn't say that. Maybe I would have, because it depends on if my dad ever dated anybody. If he stayed by himself, then I think it would have been fine. Maybe. Who knows where he was dominant and then ended up, I might not have even been born, So yeah, I'm debating whether to take this small dose or not. If I do, I kind of need to do it right now after I just took all my meds. And then I'd have to take a clonazepam, and then I'd be kind of out of commission for today. Which I honestly planned on being out of commission anyways today because my back is out. The inflammation is bad, and I honestly feel like this is my only chance of helping it feel better because nothing else has worked. And so if I try a small dose of this, I get some relief, I'm going to be the happiest woman in the world. Because I'm like, okay, my friend is onto something with the way she was explaining the dosing for other conditions, not my condition, but, you know, she has a lot of the similar kind of issues that I've got, just not the same. I've been so winded lately too, so I feel like it's my asthma being affected, and I feel like I'm really asthmatic now since these respiratory infections have attacked me the last 3-4 months in a row. This is month 4 in July. So anyway, that's my lessons about subcutaneous Hizentra in my body. A full dose is too much every week. It didn't feel like every other week was enough though, so now I'm trying a smaller dose in between, not even half a dose. I'm going to see how that feels. And maybe I can just maintain on just that. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to do a second one and then a third one. You know, I don't know. All I know is I need to try something. Because the inflammation from my respiratory problems are directly causing problems with my muscles spazzing around those ribs in my bottom part of my lungs, which is where the mucus stuff is really stuck. And so I've been really fatigued because I've been really trying to acclimate to this heat. Acclimate to wearing my walking and picking up my feet and not, you know, I need to get my legs in shape. I need to get into some kind of better condition so I can be on my feet all day and night with my boyfriend for the festival and just the end of the month. I'm starting now. I need to do things now, and this is what I'm trying to do. Very minimal movements, but yet I'm still working out what I need to. And this kettlebell is only 8. Very lightweight. I'm feeling my muscles right here at the bottom of my ribs. I'm feeling those inflamed and in spasm like crazy. I used my friend's TENS unit when I was down there the other night. That did nothing. Absolutely nothing to help me feel better at all. I gotta take the clonazepam. Disclaimer, I do not condone the use of using this stuff. I'm not leaving my house today, so I'm thankful for that, and I can't take that. If I do, I'll have somebody drive me. Responsible use, even though, you know, I don't know, since I've been so groggy, I don't know how it would, if I will get drowsy. I'm hoping my focus of my Adderall will help. You know, it's not good to mix upper and downer, but it's the only way I can level myself out sometimes. As a hard balance of caffeine, Adderall, and clonazepam. I'm trying not to take the clonazepam, but if I do end up doing one dose, which I am, I just have to figure out a location I want to do it in. Probably doing my arm now, honestly. I can't in this one. This one's still a little too open wounded. That's another thing. My body's focused on trying to heal this, trying to heal that tattoo, trying to get rid of the inflammation in my lungs, trying to realign me and correct itself from being all jacked up. And I'm using my ankles and lifting up my legs. I really need to get my legs in shape and my lower abs moving, so I can try and get my ligaments around the bottom part of my ribs to F off. Alright, now some more of my cowbell, my kettlebell, my moo bell. Alright, there we go. Set of 10 of those. Alright, I'm going to just walk in place again with my legs. I need to get in shape real fast. So anyway, this is also a Chillin With Chronically Happy. So if you're done with learning about Sub-Q, I'm transitioning into just regular chronic illness stuff of trying to be in shape, trying to do everything I can to help remind me of what I need to do while I'm going about my day. And then I'm going to be rushing my body after this, laying down again. I have no determined set of time on this. If y'all want to help me, wouldn't want to help me, but or do. I have some stickers I'm thinking about putting on my suitcase as I travel. I have a little happy rainbow cloud. This. Great job. This says, nothing is impossible. This cute guy. How about put these sunglasses on this cute guy? I think that one's a winner. I have a bee. I'm a bee, I'm a bee, I'm a bee. I am not Fergie. Band-Aids, because I'm disabled. I am at 20%. I think those need to go on there because of my chronically ill. But I'm going to have happy stickers too. I'm just, this is all of who I am. I am everything. Everything that I can be and want to be. So I'm wearing glasses. How about put these glasses on that now? That's kind of cute. I really do like the oversized glasses. Little shooting star. Thank you. A lipstick. I love lipstick. Create the world you want to see. And this is what I want to put on it for sure. I mean, I love this one too, but I want to give this one away to somebody. I love chocos. Alright, kettlebell. Shoulders back. Legs shoulder width apart. Alright, that was my third set. Alright. 80 degrees in my room. Well, I don't want to create a world that I want to see and have them all be disabled like me. Honestly, I don't want people disabled like me. So I'm going to start with this. This only. And maybe the guy with the sunglasses. Like this. And then I'll put the signal above them. I love having this internet signal. And then the owl with the sunglasses. Because if this is the world I would like to see, is cuteness and happiness. So this is my suitcase that's empty that I'm going to take with, so I'm going to decorate. I'm using my EDC luggage tag. So, yeah, and it does actually have a place where I can charge my cell phone right here. I can charge it and with this USB right here. And then I have this USB-C right below it. So, I'm going to charge it before I travel and see how long the charge lasts. That's why I want to put these stickers on it, because it does have a little bit of a Wi-Fi thing, because I can charge my phone. This is big enough for what part? No, not the bottom. Maybe right here on the outer pocket. So I can put it about here. I think the other side, honestly. It'll probably get worn off. Maybe the side? I really like the front though. In all seriousness, I like the front. Let's do it. We're gonna start decorating it. Thanks for chilling with me if you've stuck around this long. Please, if you like my content, like and subscribe. And comment what stickers you liked. It's hard to set a good sticker, guys. Do it this way, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Got it. I got the sticker indented some too. I pushed her in the cracks. Alright, now let's place the other ones. Having crafty time with me. This is fun. I've never had suitcases like this to decorate, so this is a whole new thing for me. In my entire life, I've loved stickers. I used to have a sticker book, but then all the shelves and shelving and stuff I had in my room, I started putting stickers all over them. Like, everything had to have stickers on it, even my dresser. I'm like, sticker, 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 sticker. Never on my walls. I didn't do it on my walls, but I did it on the furniture. Big difference. Gonna put some sunglasses on this guy. Instead of yawning, he's actually looking like he's like going, aww. I'm putting it right by the USB port. That's so funny. See, there we go. He's right next to the USB port. This is right here. So funny. Super cute. I love it. That fell over. Yep, it sure did. This is the kind of world I want to see. Owls with sunglasses and animals with sunglasses. Then I want to put stickers from everywhere I go on it. It's my travel bag for sure from now on. I am absolutely in love with my new suitcase. Thank you, Adriana Jensen, for stealing my suitcase and allowing me to buy this, because I never would have looked at suitcases had you not stolen my last suitcase. That was a lot cheaper than this one, and this one was way more better quality. So thank you for taking it off my hands, and it has my dog's name on it. Because it's my dog's suitcase. And you're a dog. So, you do you, boo. And I love lipstick. The girly in me. I don't know where I want to put it though. It has to have the right spot. Inside the cup holder. Yes, it has a cup holder in the back. Look at this cup holder. Boom. I'm going to put it in the cup holder area. Let's freshen it up. I can put it right here. That's not cute. No. There. That is so cute, man. It is just adorable. I just don't see it. I don't think it fits the suitcase. It just doesn't fit. I tried, but it doesn't. I don't really want to see any of them. I could probably put my Nothing is Impossible or my blue lips on it. I like the blue lips. How about instead of lipstick you put this on? Yes, that is hot. That is hot. I like that. Yes, it matches so much better than the lipstick. Glad I changed my mind. Now, this is what we've got. The owl sunglasses, the animal sunglasses, my internets, and then my kisses. And then one for the last corner. We will find it. I gotta keep smiling. No problem, Llama. Thank you. Or a shooting star. I mean, that kind of would match. It would kind of look good on here, honestly. But that would look good with Nothing Is Impossible. I kind of think I need to put both of those together. They just look good. They just look good together. Huh. Great job. All my Insomniac stickers on it too. For EDC. So I'm gonna get those down too. This is an hour video.